What up, everybody? What up, everybody? Man, it's your guy TSwin coming live at
you. Your boy J.Bean.
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody, man? This Saturday evening. Earlier today, man, Colorado lost, but they gave a good effort. Score was 48-41.
Oh, yeah, it was close.
Good effort against USC. Better effort than last weekend. Yeah. Hopefully next weekend they can get a win.
They'll turn it around, man. They just gotta get that chemistry going, you know?
Yeah. Man, and tonight, Canelo versus Charlo. Big fight, man. Hopefully y'all checking that out. Well, man, we gonna hit y'all with some music real quick to get this thing, to set this thing off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Big ass.
Come on. Oh, got the dragon from the river.
Set it off.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Take everything from her.
I'ma find me some new pussy.
Full running.
And I like it from the back so your butt steady. I know I got some big lips, but I ain't tripping.
Man, you know Texas and Louisiana like this.
Yeah. Hey, too bad Houston and Dallas ain't like that.
You ain't heard? Give them the word.
I got a few in the East Coast, a few in the West, down south in the W, up to the rest. Can't forget about the ghetto where they struggling to death. No matter what I do, dog,
I love myself. Hey,
what's up? What's up? What's up?
set it off.
In this motherfucker. What's up? What's up? Set it off in this motherfucker.
All right, y'all, man. JB, you got something you want to get off your chest, man?
Yo, yeah, man.
Perfect zone.
I was gonna get on the chest, but I always wondered something. I was talking about the whole Dallas-Houston thing, man. Well, I don't understand why that even exists. I never understood that. Like we're literally 4 hours away from each other, and almost have the same kind of, culture going. You know, I was always wondering about that.
Yeah, man, we'll set it off.
Nah, we ain't gonna say that now. I love Dallas, man. I used to have family out in Dallas.
Yeah, it's a lot of freight come out of Dallas.
Yeah, and
shout out to everybody out there, man. Hey, my boy Prince is out there, man. Shout out to Prince. You out there in Dallas area, man. Y'all send prayers his way. Oh
yeah, I have a funny story about. I went to Dallas with one of my homeboys, man. You know, we call him Milk. He got the nickname because somebody couldn't spell Milwaukee right, so they ended up calling him Milk, and it just stuck. So anyway, I went out there with me and him at one time. We were talking about trying to open up a club.
Yeah,
and his uncle used to own a club, so we were actually going out there to holler at his uncle, but he has his cousin. His cousin name, call him Big Huge. He's like 6'9", 6'10". So we call him Big Huge.
Yeah,
but Big Huge played on a basketball team, and it was so funny. Well, he played for I think for Sam Houston University.
Yeah,
and the funny thing about it, we went out that night in Dallas. He had a homeboy named Joe.
Yeah.
He was like, and Joe was like 6'5" because all his friends played basketball, right? And it was so funny. It was so funny. Yeah. This dude was from Oak Cliff, right? It was so funny because he's like, hey, I got the homeboy. This is my homeboy. I cut for him. This is my boy. He from Dallas. He been in Dallas his whole life, but this boy swear he from New York. Gotcha. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. I didn't think nothing of it. And I met the dude, right? So we go. We were younger. We were like in our early 20s. So we went to pick him up from his mom's house. He was acting normal. Like, this is a normal guy. Like what is this dude? What is this dude talking about? As soon as we got in the car, this bro transformed. It was so funny. Everything was like, "What's up, son? What's up, money? What's up?" Like, what up, B? Dude, that was inside there. It was just funny.
Yeah.
We went out of town.
Go ahead.
So we went out on town. Then he started pop locking. It was a wild night. That's just a fun memory of Dallas, man. Ever since 6'5", 245-pound dude in the club pop locking.
Probably like, yeah, you
It's
can't miss that. That's like
it was so funny.
that's like Montel Jordan.
It was so funny. He was pulling all the females. It was just funny. Like, dude,
Okay.
this pop locking wannabe New York guy. It was just
You know, they like
hilarious.
tall guys.
Yeah, they're trying to make the basketball star probably. But yeah, that's my little Dallas story, man. I had fun in Dallas, man.
Yeah, man. I got a buddy out there right now recruiting. Also, man, shout out to my boy J.Bean out there recruiting, man. U.S. Navy. Shout out to all my Navy brothers out there. Me and J.Bean got a couple songs together, man. We got a song called "When I Think About You." Y'all go check that out, man. It's available right now. When I Think About You. And man, once again, we like to give a shout out, man. A shout out to man, Mr. J.F. Clay, man. Amazing show the other night, man. 2-part episode, man. We had to keep it going.
Keep it going.
We had a little. I think we had a little outside technical difficulties. I think some people didn't want us kicking the knowledge that was getting shared. But man, we got it on out there. Man, make sure y'all go check out our channels, man, on YouTube, Spotify, all podcast streaming platforms, man. The shows out there available, man. It's Higher Learning with our special guest, J.F. Clay. Part 1 and 2, man. Make sure y'all check out both parts to get all that information, man. His contacts is in information is in the description of those episodes, man. Make sure y'all reach out to him if you want to get more information on what he's talking about.
Yeah. This is very informative, like very informative. So you go ahead and check that episode out, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I kind of want to get off my chest a little bit, man. I've been running to a lot of people that, you ever just run to somebody you just can't tell nothing to? Like,
yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's been like, I don't know if I don't know. I might have to get some sage over myself because I've been attracted a lot I've been attracted a lot of people. A lot of people. There's a lot of people I can't tell them nothing. And it's so funny though.
Negative energy.
Yeah, and it's so funny they be like dead wrong about stuff. And I hit them with a simple question.
Yeah.
How do you know? And they can't. Most of the time they be like, I mostly shuts them down most of the time because they can't answer it because they don't know. Because most people talk about stuff they don't really know nothing about. They just be saying stuff,
Just be saying stuff. Yeah, don't even do no research, man. Mr. Clay brought that up in our episode, man, talking about truth. Once you got truth, man, it gives you evidence to show facts. Yeah.
Like, what's that song with what's that song with Nas and Damon Marley? That Sabali. He said some of the smartest dummies. How'd it go? I forgot how it go. Some of the smartest dummies. I forgot how it went. I'm gonna come back with that quote. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna come back with it. But he was basically saying that they so smart about one thing, but then something simple, they can't even figure it out.
Yeah, man. J.F. Clay say, a little sage
would do.
It sure will. I keep me some, man. Right. I also get rid of items for certain periods of time where there was a lot of negativity. Also,
you
can do that, man.
So, man, I've been trying to like remove people in my life that cause me unnecessary stress, man. Can't take on.
Yeah, man. I used to work with a cat, man. You couldn't tell him nothing. He always thought it was right. And another problem he had too is he couldn't take a joke. He liked to crack jokes, but he couldn't take one.
Yeah.
And so he had became a foreman. He had became a supervisor over me. In the area I was working in, he used to work in the same area, but he hadn't worked it in years, right? And so I was working in a lot of things that had changed, upgrades, expansions had been made in that area of the plant. So one night we had some stuff. I had to tag out some stuff. So he come out there and he wanted to talk to me and see how I was going to tag it out. And he was like, you going to do this? You going to do that? You going to do this? And I was like, hold on, man. I was trying to explain to him, we don't have to do it that way no more. We got a new piping system where other things are hard piped in. And we don't have to drag all this stuff from way over here and carry all these heavy equipment. Everything is already hard piped here. I just hook up this one hose and I can do what I need to do. But he wouldn't let me get it out because he's the kind of person, he like, you just shut up and just listen.
Yeah.
And so, man, it got to the point where every time I tried to speak, even after he stopped talking and I tried to speak, he would cut me off. I said, you know what, man, just since you know everything, threw the paper up, and I walked off. You know.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa," because he had never seen me, get upset.
Say like that.
Man,
Yeah.
anytime I got upset, man, they got scared. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah. Well,
But,
back then back then you were really kind of big, man.
And so he was like, whoa, man, what's wrong? I said, man, I've been trying to tell you because you won't listen because you think you know everything. I said, we ain't got to do it that way. We can do it this way. It's much easier and faster and safer. And I ain't got to put on all this PPE and I ain't got to drag all these hoses and do all this stuff. Man, you ain't been working this area, man. So listen to your people. You've been out of touch for 2-3 years. Listen to your people.
Exactly. Like people don't realize, man, experience trumps what you think you know, because it's be some angle that you don't see when you read a book on something. It's like if you read a book on swimming, can you swim? Right? It's because you read the book don't mean you can swim, right?
Yeah.
So like I be trying like I hate it when people be like, I've been doing something for X amount of years for like I've been doing I'm expertise on something. I've been doing it for X amount of years.
Yeah.
And you gonna tell me a person who had 5 to 10 years experience on how to do something, you've been doing it for a month?
Yeah.
It's like, come on now. Like I said,
hey man, but I did know one cat though, man. This guy back in the Navy, both of his parents are doctors. This kid was super smart.
Yeah.
One parent was a plastic surgeon.
Yeah.
This kid read any book, you give him the equipment, put it in front of him, he a master at it.
Oh yeah.
So he used to work on anything. Like it was so funny. And I used to look at him, I'm like, bro, why are you even in the military? You wasting your talent here. They not paying you what you work. Yeah. Like he went to school for one piece of equipment, but he could read any book on any piece of equipment and he could fix it and make it work. And he would know more about it and be better at it than the person that went to school for it.
Yeah.
And but he was addicted to video games. This dude would blow his whole paycheck on payday.
Hey, but like that's a rarity though, Every now and then you run across that person that has that beautiful mind,
Yeah.
But that's a rarity. Most people don't be this running their mouth, this to be they're the smartest person in the room and they're not,
Yeah, but he couldn't beat me in Street Fighter. I used to whip up on him. Whip him up on him. He just look at me. I'll be whooping up on him on Street Fighter.
Hit him with that I duke it in an uppercut.
Yeah, man. Street Fighter was in my DNA. That was part of my life, man, for early 1990s.
Hey, your brother real good too. He used to get on my nerves.
Oh, yeah.
Gal.
Oh, yeah.
He used to get on my nerves.
Twin the monster on that Street Fighter.
Hey, playing one-handed.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to play one-handed on the, put a joystick in between your pinky, hit the buttons with your thumb. Monster. Let's see. Whipping. We got another comment, man. Mr. Clay. They like wisdom because wisdom is experience, and those that have it are inventive. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, those that have it because, man, if you got knowledge about certain things, then you can execute or create things. If you don't, then go get that knowledge. And sometimes too, man, it all begins with imagination and a dream. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to have imagination to want to create. Yeah. Some people lack imagination.
Yeah. But also, man, you gotta get the basics and the foundation down. Then you can start bending the rules and creating. Like people don't understand that. You gotta have a solid foundation to stand on before you start being creative.
Yeah.
So
man, some people hate on you because you're creative and you got imagination. They'll hate on you.
Yeah.
Or they'll leech out for you.
Yeah. But some people everybody's got their natural, that I guess you could call your God-given gifts. Everybody has a God-given gift,
Yeah.
But on top of that, man, you gotta realize too, you're not gonna be not gonna be able to master everything, That's why God put so many people on earth, you're not supposed to master everything. You're supposed to go to do what you were called here to do and then be, do that.
Yeah,
find your purpose.
Sometimes you're gonna be an expert at some things, you're gonna be all right at something, and you ain't gonna be good at others.
Yeah, exactly. I don't get upset when I don't know something. I shut up and listen.
Yeah, especially when I'm standing in front of the master.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get some of
then
this.
you make yourself look dumb when you be rambling about stuff. Stuff. So sometimes you gotta be quiet and get the lesson.
Yeah, man. Tonight, like I say, man, tonight is fight night. Your boy will be watching the Canelo Charlo fight. Right now, they got the undercards going. Yes, sir. Back to your boys. Yeah, I ain't trying to get hit with a
Right,
whole bunch of
right.
strikes and stuff, but yeah.
The YouTube hit you quick.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
I'm gonna
your
get
boy
that
will
look.
be watching the fight, tuning in. Yes, sir. Active listening. That that is very important, man. Active listening. Man, you got to learn how to listen. Just like my friend, can you hear me? You have to learn how to listen. And then a lot of times that's why a lot of relationships fail.
Yeah.
People are not,
Communication.
they're not listening to hear what you're saying. They just listening to respond. And then, man, a lot of relationships fail on that part. You know?
Are they here and they just don't care?
Yeah, too. Or also too, they hear one thing and run with it. They don't even listen to the rest of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I used to have a situation like that, man, where I felt like I was just talking to myself.
Yeah.
I would listen to this other person, and my memory is pretty good. I remember it's pretty decent. And I would listen to this person, and I would listen to everything they said. I can remember the day, I can remember what they wore that day, all that kind of stuff, you know. And then as soon as I would talk, they would just shut down and start crying. And I'm like, hold up, I just listened to you for 20, 30, 40 minutes. You can't listen to me for 5 minutes?
Yeah.
You know? And it got to the point that I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to talk to you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk to you. It's a waste of time.
Exactly.
So I'm like, say what you got to say. You got anything? No, I ain't got nothing to say. And then I just walk off. And then,
yeah, man. I had a person that just didn't like you tell them something the truth hurts, man. When you tell somebody the truth hurts, you know. So sometimes you got, even though you take a risk of losing that person, your significant other, sometimes you got to tell the truth. To the benefit of the both. If you're gonna make the relationship work, you got to get it out there and air it out. Even if it's gonna. But hey, like I said, you gotta be willing to possibly lose that person. But you got to get the truth out there, because if you just go sit on it, it's just gonna build and build and build, and eventually, you stuff and stuff and stuff, and eventually it's gonna explode.
Yes,
so go ahead and just air it out from the beginning.
Yeah, it's better to let it go than hold on to it. It's just gonna pile and be bigger, and it's gonna just eat you up on the inside. Mr. Clay said, once you learn to listen, you'll understand how to play the game right. True.
That's facts.
Yeah. I mean, I try to did some counseling and stuff like that to try to get this person to listen, and then like I say, then the counselor's like, hey, ain't no helping that person.
Dang.
The
counselor told you to leave.
The counselor like, hey, come here. Let me put you to the side. Hey, ain't no helping this one.
That's bad. The counselor tell you it's over with.
You got two decisions. Either you can stay and put up with the BS, or you can leave. And I was like, whoa, ain't you supposed to get some pointers or something? See, I just gave the advice.
Dang.
I was like, all right, cool.
They said it is no working out, huh? Be gone.
Yeah. Ain't no working on this one. Yeah.
But most relationships are like that. It's basically what you could put up with.
What you're willing to compromise.
Yeah, what you're willing to compromise. It's not gonna be perfect.
What you're willing to accept from each side. Yeah, but you don't want to compromise your character, man, to the point where you're not yourself.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got another one. The truth is the only articulation that will make you free in quest to be successful. The truth is the only articulation. Yep. That is true, man. Even if it hurt you.
Yeah.
Make you free. Yeah. Even if it hurts you, sometimes it's gonna hurt right. It's gonna hurt now, but it's better off in the long run.
Yeah.
Sometimes things are painful. I've had a couple times in my life where I've had to get some things off my chest and put some things out in the open. And it hurt. And the truth hurt a couple people, but it had to be done because it's gonna have to be out there at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it only got worse holding on to it and letting people live inside a lie.
Yeah.
For a longer time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, the truth, man, it'll set you free. Yeah, for real. Just like in Tennessee, they're getting ready to pass these maternity laws, paternity testing laws,
that should be done. Hey, but that's good
though,
though,
a lot
man.
of people free.
Yeah, but that's
That's
good
gonna
though,
be the
man.
truth,
Because
and that's gonna set a lot of people free.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
good to know that way. If somebody you won't be invested in something for 18 years. It's not, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because and it's even I know a lot of people. I don't know personally, but I know a lot
Oh,
of
you know some
guys with
people.
whether yeah, what I'm saying, but I don't know nobody who's been in no find out. Well, yeah, I know some people, but yeah, I know some people, but we're not gonna say no names or
You know,
anything.
lands, yeah,
But yeah, but it's like it's better to find out early than to wait 18 years and get
yeah,
attached to
because
that child, and
that
you have a
connection made
relationship
with
with
that
that
kid.
child, and
Yeah,
raise that child,
yeah,
and
save you
then
money, man. Save you money and heartache.
not just money. I'm more worried about you gotta think what kind of damage that does to that child. You know what I'm saying?
If the child is brand new and born, they ain't gonna do no damage to it. The child ain't
Yeah,
gonna know
because
who you is.
they don't know. But a kid that's already grown, man, that's like you lose your whole identity.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, yeah. But now, man, if that person, if that other parent is gonna play their role right, then they gonna need to go and make that connection back with the original father, so their kid can have their father in their life.
Yeah,
That's the person you made the baby with. Y'all had some kind of connection.
exactly.
You know, go and get him mended up.
Yeah,
And quit taking and stringing this other person along for the ride.
yeah. I knew some people guys who I had a family member who didn't meet he didn't meet his daughter until he was like his daughter was 60 and he was 80 years old. And the
Oh,
crazy
for
thing
real?
about it, yeah, crazy thing about it is that he had dementia, so he never got to know his
Wow.
daughter. No, yeah, never got to meet his daughter in his right mind.
Wow.
Yeah,
What was
so
the reason that they didn't know who each other, didn't know about each other? What kept them apart?
the mother never told
Told the truth?
told the truth to my family member. So and then that family member found out on her mother's deathbed. She told it to her other sister. It didn't tell it to her. Told it to her
Didn't
other
even tell to a
sister.
child.
Yeah.
We've been seeing a lot of that, man. Recently we had Kirk Franklin, and then what's her name? Carrie Washington. She
Yeah.
recently came out too.
Yeah.
And her mother lied to her about who her father was.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man, you only hurting the kid. You just make
Yeah.
yourself look worse.
Yeah, exactly. Especially
You know,
wait to the death on the deathbed to say
but
something.
yeah, some people take stuff to the grave, man, but you shouldn't, and that's horrible. Like the story you just told, they didn't know
Yeah.
about each other until that man, until the mother was dying, and the man losing his memory.
Yeah, no, he wasn't losing. He lost it. He was basically
God,
he lost it. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like you find out who it is, and he like, who are you? Like
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Like
No,
who are you?
that's exactly how it went down.
Man, that's
That's
sad.
exactly yeah.
That's
And
sad.
then that family member that he would have stepped up and took care, of her. That's the kind of man he was. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
he took care
Man,
of kids that
I
wasn't even
don't get it
his.
sometimes, man. Are these people
Yeah.
so worried about how they gonna look in front of somebody instead of worrying about the well-being of the child?
Yeah.
Man, he said these sisters out here with this lazy parenting, they are allowing the children to run them up.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, that's going on a lot. That's going on a lot,
Yeah.
man. Especially when you seeing, the kids, man, in videos, they up here cussing like sailors before they know the alphabet and their numbers, or they know how to
Right.
twerk. They know how to twerk before they know how to, like you say the alphabet.
Yeah. We in trouble. Hey, the way things are going, America, we in trouble, man.
Yeah.
This generation, these generations coming up from under us, we in trouble. You gotta think who we
Mm-hmm.
leaving the country to.
Mm-hmm.
They the one
Yeah.
what they say the younger generation is the future of the country. So all these who's gonna run the country?
I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Yeah, that's why. That's how we got stuck
Yeah.
with the leadership we have now. We don't really have any strong on. Like I'm not a Republican. I really think they should wipe all them boys off the map. Be honest with you, Republican and Democrat, and start afresh.
Snatch them all out their seats and positions.
Yeah, and reset that mud. I think they should do away with political parties. It should be best based on your qualifications. Because sometimes the best person for the job is a Republican, and sometimes the best person for the job is a Democrat. We want the best person. We so busy worrying about the elephant in
Sometimes
the
the best
donkey.
person is neither.
Yeah. We so we're busy worried about elephant in the donkey and not getting the right person in place.
Yeah.
Because I know some people just vote straight red just because.
Yeah.
Or they vote straight blue just because, not because they looking at the person's qualifications and seeing that they actually qualify to do that job. Just because,
Yeah.
I
And a lot
think
of times too, man, they don't want to sit down. They don't want to, when it comes to our community, they don't want to sit down with the black scholars. They don't want to sit down, but they'll sit down with the rappers, and and the female rappers and the entertainers. You know what I'm saying?
But not only that, man, we don't have. Well, I only gonna say we don't have strong young elite leadership. I'm gonna say they don't publicize them. They only publicize the negativity.
Yeah. They
Back in the
highlight all
day we
that.
had. Back in the day we had Malcolm and Martin Luther King, and have a whole bunch of people trying to make a difference.
Yeah. Well, we still got Claude Anderson. He has a book called Powernomics.
Yeah.
I need to check that book out.
Yeah.
It's got solutions in there for the black community.
Yeah.
But even he sometimes says it may be too late.
Yeah. No, they didn't. We're flooded with a lot of our kids think it's only a couple of ways to make it. They think you got to be a basketball player, a football player, or something with the entertainment industry, But there's so many ways to become rich, So many ways to become rich.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Another thing too, man, that you said this conversation we should be having amongst ourselves. You kings on point. That's what we try to do. That's what we try to do, man. One thing too, man, that gets on my nerves too is when we overly try to look for acceptance from other groups, organizations, communities. When we can create our own and be accepting, and celebrate our own. It's why are we still looking for acceptance and to be acknowledged from other groups of people? Oh, you didn't get this award, or you didn't get that, or you weren't nominated for this. When that movie was way better. But the majority of people that's doing the voting don't look like you, or the majority of people that watch this show doesn't look like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, so just quit looking for approval in that community. Get the approval from your own.
Exactly.
We can create our own, man. With all this technology we got, everything, man, we create our own, celebrate our own. We're powerful people, man.
Oh yeah, man. Look, we drive a whole industry, especially like fashion and stuff. We dictate the trends, what's cool or what's not. Most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the trends that dictated what's cool and not cool is us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
If we just all pull together and pull our resources together, man, we'd be unstoppable.
Yeah.
Like, it's always tripped me out though. I'm gonna say this. I'm just gonna put it out there. So I sold cars. When I was younger, right? A little bit younger. I'm saying, yeah, I was younger. I was like early 30s. So it tripped me out, man. So
like you real old.
This is what tripped me out.
Yeah.
No, I know I ain't. I'm not that old. I'm middle aged anyway.
Yeah.
So what tripped me out is that a Hispanic person comes in, speak perfectly good English. They ask for somebody that speaks Spanish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A Caucasian person come in. They ain't gonna buy from you, but they let you test drive them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But us, it's whoever's gonna get us in the vehicle. We have no loyalty. You can see a young man right there trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't care. As long as you give me the car, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? We don't keep our dollars in our community. It was actually I'm the TED Talk guy.
Nah, man. Yeah.
It was a TED Talk about I forgot the lady's name. She was saying how our dollars doesn't stay in our community no more than 6 minutes.
Yeah, it don't even circulate in the community.
They've been circulating in the community because we don't.
Gone.
Yeah, so we'll go to Macy's and pay whole price for Macy's or Neiman Marcus or wherever you go shop, but you go to a black store expecting a discount or a hookup.
Yeah.
Or if your barber goes up on their prices, hey man, I've been coming for you a long time. Nah, man, you got to pay that price, man.
Yeah. And you know what, man? Your boy used to have locks, man. I used to have locks down on my shoulders, man. I used to be like, you know what I'm saying? And I used to go buy my hair products. This sister had opened up a black hair store right down the street from me. So I would go there because she had all the black products that my hairstylist used, the good products. She had them all. But she went out of business because wasn't nobody buying, and everybody that went in there was trying to bargain with her to come down on the price, but they would go right down the street and pay more.
Yeah.
With somebody that wasn't black. They would go down the street and spend more money there without any question.
Yeah.
But her, they come in there and they'll pick it up. They'll be like, hey, can you sell it to me for this? Can you come down, sis? And then she'd be like, no, I can't. The price is what it is. And they put it down and walk out. But then you see them at the other store, pulling up to the other store, going in and not asking nothing, just paying the price to stick on the bottle.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's sad. That's
real sad.
And a lot of people don't, like I say, man, a lot of people don't want to see you winning. You know, they get mad. Hey, if you ain't got the talent, if you can't be a merchant, you ain't got the gift of gab to sell anything, don't be mad because somebody else does.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to need the goods that they selling, you need. You going to have to get them from somebody.
Yeah. Hey, man, we got to support each other, man.
Yeah. I remember I used to have a guy working with me, man. We were slanging our mixtapes. And this dude was fuming because he seen I was making money. You know, it irritated him to see me making money with something outside of our job and something that I created.
Yeah.
You know, he was looking, he just be.
Me,
I said, you want to buy one? You want to buy one, man? No. And he was like, because it tripped him out. We were selling our mixtapes, man, like $10 a piece.
Yeah.
Right? And we had them about 1,000. So he was like, he said, what you got there? I said, man, I got my CD. He said, what you selling them for? He looked at it. He picked it up. He was like, huh. He said, what you selling for? I said, $10 a piece. People are actually buying them. I said, yeah. So I used to stand gate watch and do my military police days. I'd be at the front gate of the base, right? I'm slinging CDs at the gate. Hey, the boys always hustling, man. I a little bit. I was outside of the rules in the military, but I was still in the rules. You know what I'm saying? One time I even grew a fro because I knew the UCMJ. I knew, hey, 2 inches in bulk, 4 inches in length. Your boy used to get braided up on the weekends. Well, anyway, so man, I knew where the cameras was at. So when people come to the gate, I check their ID and I'll be slanging CDs in their car, man. And some people circle back around, come back through the gate, man, buying 1, 2 CDs a piece. You know, I'm selling the whole box out on watch. And he looking like, they're really buying that. I'm like, yeah, they buying it. You know? You want to buy one? No. All right, hater.
Yeah, man. Y'all was gonna have that hater, man.
Mm-hmm.
But what Cat Williams say, if you ain't got nobody hating on you, you ain't doing something right.
You ain't doing something right, yeah. Man. All right, man. This has been a good live, man. Thank you, Mr. Clay, for tapping in with us, man.
Always.
And once
Mr.
again,
Clay.
man, y'all go check that episode out, man.
Definitely.
Go to the Spotify, go to the YouTube, check that episode out, man. His contact information is in the description of the episode. Amazing episode, 2-part episode, man. Make sure y'all check that out, man. Get some understanding, some overstanding, as you say.
Some knowledge.
Yes, sir. It's your guy TSwin.
And your boy J.Bean.
Yes, sir. And we up out of here. Jam out a little bit. Hey. Chop it up and screw it. You know how we do it.
I can't rap. That's not my talent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.